Good evening. Welcome to the Winchester Scholarship Foundation 1987 Telethon. The Winchester Scholarship Foundation has been helping students in Winchester for over 50 years. 50 years ago, a group of mothers in Winchester decided that there were a number of students who needed financial aid. At that time, they managed to give away approximately $500. During the last 5 years, the Winchester Scholarship Foundation has given away over $300,000 to needy students in Winchester. We raise the money in a variety of ways, the most important of which is to ask the community to contribute to us. In the past, we have done this with a letter campaign. This year, we hope to improve our ability to collect money from the community and have a telethon. This telethon is going to take place between 6 and 10 o'clock this evening. There are about 200 volunteers involved with this program, and the need is very great. We have with us tonight the co-chairperson who is responsible for these 200 volunteers in the design of this program. I'd like to introduce to you at this time Connie Pappas. I think you all know Connie, who in the past has been on the school committee, and Connie has taken on this responsibility. You can see that we have a lot of people here. We'd like you to call in. We will be calling out to about 1,000 homes in Winchester. That's only 1 out of 6 homes. We need your help. It's urgent. Connie will tell you more about it. Connie?
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our telethon. As you can see, we've got a lot of enthusiastic people here coming to help us raise money for the Scholarship Foundation. This evening, we'd like to call upon all of you to join with the volunteers who are participating here at the Jenks Center in helping us out. Call us, please. Our number is 729-7500. There are a lot of children, youngsters in Winchester who need your help in order to further their education. Before we get started with our program, I'd like to thank a few of the people here this evening. And throughout the evening, we will be recognizing a variety of people and organizations, the whole community that has participated in this effort. First of all, I think it's important to thank the Senior Center for allowing us to use this beautiful new facility of theirs. As you can see, when the camera pans over to the telephone bank, we have a lot of space and a very gracious environment in which to raise money. To my right and the camera's left, you will see the phone bank of volunteers waiting to receive your phone calls. Again, the number is 729-7500. Please call us with your pledge. For those of you who have given to the Scholarship Foundation in the past, you know that you have been solicited by letter. This year, that will not happen. Do not wait for your letter to come to send us your donation. This is our big solicitation, so we would appreciate your help. I'll be back a little later to thank some other people. Now I'll turn the mic over to our MC, David Mortensen.
Thank you, Connie, and ladies and gentlemen, you are looking at the first live telethon put on by the Winchester Scholarship Foundation from the Jenks Senior Center in beautiful downtown Winchester. We hope those of you who are watching might take the occasion to call up one or more of your friends and tell them that this program is on the air. We are live, and we are counting upon the community support, which only your help in getting out the word will do. The Winchester Scholarship Foundation is a unique organization to Winchester. It is completely nonprofit. It exists only through the hard work of volunteers in the community, none of whom receives any salary, except for a secretary who does the typing. The Scholarship Foundation raises money through solicitations only from individuals and communities in Winchester, and the Scholarship Foundation uses that money solely for educational scholarships to the graduates of the Winchester Public Schools. Those scholarships are given to those needy students based upon an analysis done by a scholarship committee after all other forms of need have been used. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, it's a worthwhile cause, and if you need proof of that point, you should simply note the fact that there are 200 volunteers here tonight trying to call out, hoping you will call in. And to kick us off, it is my honor and pleasure to introduce the Superintendent of the Winchester Public Schools, Dr. Charles Mitsakis. Welcome, sir.
David, I'm glad to be here. I want to present this check, my own personal check for $100 to the Scholarship Foundation.
Thank you
I'd
very
like
much.
to challenge our viewers to at least to match or triple that amount and get the foundation's telethon off to a great start.
That's a great start. You have been very supportive of the Scholarship Foundation all the time you've been in Winchester, and perhaps you might have a few words to say about it.
I have, David, and the thing that really has impressed me about the foundation is what I often refer to as the Winchester difference. And the difference here is that the Scholarship Foundation kicks in when all other kinds of aids have been exhausted. That is that after students, as you have indicated, after students have applied to various other organizations, have made a commitment to participate in a work-study program at the university or college that they're going to be going to, and after all other forms of aid have been exhausted, the Scholarship Foundation makes that difference, and that is, comes up with that balance that allows our students to enter into some of the finest colleges and universities throughout the United States, and to keep them there. And to be part of that difference is very exciting for me, and I'm very pleased to be here tonight and to support this important effort for our young people.
Thank you. As you know, the scholarship awards are given not just to graduates of Winchester High School, but also to graduates of the Northeastern Vocational Technical School. And I believe there have been awards given to graduates from that school as well in the past several years. Isn't that right?
Yes, that's right, David. And I think that it's a Winchester difference, and that regardless of where those young people go to secondary school, they have that opportunity.
Well, thank you, sir. You have seen the challenge gift by the superintendent of schools, $100 as a kickoff gift, and a challenge from Superintendent Mitsakos to the community to see if you can match his contribution. We thank you very much, sir, for coming down.
Thank you.
There are some on the phone bank with us here tonight are a significant number of town employees during our first hour, including some people from the school system, and I thought perhaps while you're here, sir, you might go over to the other mic and talk with several of them.
Why don't we do that?
Okay. Remember that the number to call in is 729-7500, live from the Jenks Senior Center in downtown Winchester, the first live telethon of the Winchester Scholarship Foundation. We need your support, and we hope you'll call in soon. And also, after you've done that, call a neighbor or two and tell them that this is going on. We need the support of the entire community to make it work. And now, if we could turn to Dr. Mitsakos and our bank of telephone callers, we have some introductions to make of the many fine volunteers who are down here. Is that going to be possible?
It's 729-7500. And to my left, you'll see this bank of great volunteers who are participating in the telethon tonight. The exciting thing to see is that we have people from various town departments and town agencies and at different levels of our educational system. They're busy at work right now, but we have right in front of me to my left Ted Benton, who's a teacher at Winchester High School. Can we pick up Ted over here on the left? Somebody? We'll get to Ted in just a minute. Can we get to Ted Benton on camera? Somebody? Well, Ted's busy on the phone right now. Here's Ted Benton, who's an English teacher at Winchester High School, who's busy calling some previous contributors to the Scholarship Foundation, but he'll be happy to take a call at 729-7500 from new subscribers and new participants. Joanne Benton, who's an elementary school teacher and instructional specialist. And we'll stop over and say hello to Winchester High School Principal Vin LaRocco, who's busy on the phone right now. He's just gotten off the phone, and perhaps we can ask Vin how he's doing. Vin, how are you doing tonight?
Oh, I think it's great. It's a nice response. The people I've called have been very positive and just really a great thing. I think they're enjoying it as much as we are from this end.
That's great, Vin. You've been involved with the Scholarship Foundation since coming to Winchester. How long ago was that?
Too many years ago, Charlie. 21 years ago. 21 years now.
The foundation has helped a great deal in making a difference for some some students to continue or to attend higher education. Is that right?
Oh, without a doubt, I think it's one of the most fantastic things a community has put together, and it's been so effective over the years. And the amount of money that we've been able to give to kids and see them go on, the continuing aid, and it's just been a wonderful thing.
Then a large number of students from Winchester go on to some form of higher education. What would you estimate that number to be?
It runs about 85 to 87% of our students go on to some type of higher education, and we support them all, whether it's a 2-year college, 4-year college, or what have you.
So students from a variety of interests and go to different colleges and universities throughout the United States. And this aid that people can contribute to by calling 729-7500 can make a difference in their getting into those schools and staying there.
That's without a doubt. I work very closely with the scholarship committee that actually allocates these funds, and it's there that you can see it does make a difference.
We don't want to take too much of your time, Vin, because you've got other calls to make. We want you to keep busy. In this back table just behind me, in the center of the table, is an elementary school teacher from the Morocco School here in Winchester, Janice Monteith. These are some of the many, many people who are participating in the telethon tonight. Some of the school people, as well as many town employees, former selectman Mike Sirocco, our fire department chief, director of the town's DPW, all participating in this program to make it work for the young people of Winchester. And you can make it work too by calling 729-7500 and by making your pledge. David, how many scholarships were awarded, will be awarded this year? Do you have any idea of that number?
We never know for sure, but the average for the past 5 years has been ranging in the area of about 60 scholarships. The scholarships have been growing in size as the need has become worse, as you know, and as the need has been escalating, the size of the scholarships has been increasing as well. Last year, roughly $90,000 was given to approximately 60 students from Winchester. Now, it's important to emphasize that these scholarships are given to the students after they have exhausted all other forms of need, after they and their families have gone to the limit of their abilities, after they've obtained what scholarships they can from the schools they are attending, after they've gotten student loans, after they've gotten government loans, and when they have exhausted all of those other sources. That need is then considered by the scholarship committee of the foundation. And we're very pleased to be able to say that in some instances in the past years it has made the essential difference whether a student could continue. These awards are given to students attending 4-year colleges, 2-year colleges, and trade schools, and in a few instances awards are given for graduate school. But in every instance the child's application is reviewed against their academic performance to see if they are suitably motivated, and we're happy to say that with the cooperation of a committee of 4 and Mr. LaRocco from the high school, we're satisfied of that.
Well, you know, I've also been impressed with the fact that the young people who get these scholarships also agree to participate in an extensive work-study program at their college or university of their choice. And so that in addition to the other obligations that they undertake, they're willing to take on that additional responsibility at a time, especially during the freshman year, when in some ways that might take something away from their studies.
That's true, and if one thing has marked the applicants who have been given awards in the time I've been associated with the foundation for about 8 years, it is in every instance they have shown this kind of motivation and willingness to help themselves, and it's that kind of spunk and character which we look for in giving out the awards, as well as the need.
Right. So this is a way that people in the town of Winchester can support the young people of Winchester in a very, very meaningful way by going to their phones right now and dialing 729-7500 and making a very generous contribution to the Winchester Scholarship Foundation.
Thank you very much, Dr. Matsakos. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Matsakos, the superintendent of schools in Winchester, has launched this first annual live telethon for the Winchester Scholarship Foundation by his own gift of $100 and a challenge to you and the community to match his gift to help us meet the goal of our sole fundraising event for this year. We thank you, Dr. Matsakos, very much. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for one of our special events during the evening. Wally Gagel from the junior high school is going to come and start the process with what we call our bonus calls. And Wally Gagel, here you are.
Thank you, David. Thank you, television viewers. Thank you, students, for watching. Thank you, parents. Wally Gagel. I can't give you a side view, otherwise you haven't got a wide-angle lens. You couldn't see. Okay, what I'm doing is presenting to you some bonus type events. And what we're going to ask you to do is to please call us up, 729-7500, and to bid what we're asking for you for this gift. Believe me, they're well worth it. Remember, it's a tax deduction. We could use the money for the scholarship fund. What I have for you people is a real special gift right now. I have here 2 box seat tickets for the Boston Red Sox and the Brewers game on June 24th, 7:30 p.m. So you dads and moms and sisters and brothers, here's a chance for you to pick up 2 tickets. The first person, remember the first, it's not an auction. The first person who will bid and give us $50, we will give you 2 box seat tickets to the Boston Red Sox Brewers game on June 24th at 7:30 p.m. Remember now, it is tax deductible. The tickets are going to be in great demand, and we're hoping that we can get that phone to ring right now. I hear the phone ringing, so come on, students, come on, parents, come on, anchor people. I could use your help. The kids could use your help. Dig in, get to the phone. 2 beautiful tickets, and they're great seats. I really mean it, fantastic seats. So get the phone, 729-7500, 2 seats, and you're going to see me in a few minutes with another gift. Thank you very much. Dave? I guess he's over there. Dave's over there someplace.
The first ever live telethon fundraising for the Winchester Scholarship Foundation, coming to you live from the Jenks Senior Center. With me right now are 2 of our community leaders. On my left is Judy Muja, the chairman of the Board of Selectmen of the town, and to my right is Chad Marr, the town manager. We thank you both for coming down, and we would like you to explain the role that the selectmen have played in the giving of the awards, which are donated to the town through the town's trust funds, and say what else.
Hi, David. It's a pleasure to be here. Yes, there are several funds that are available to students, and maybe tonight a lot more families will find out about them. The Nickerson Fund is one. That award has been awarded, and we okayed it last night, as a matter of fact. So there's a fortunate young man receiving that. And gee, I should have known I should bring a list of names, David, but there are several, and there are matching funds and scholarship funds available, and we're always happy to hear of recommendations.
The Nickerson Fund, to which you refer, is one of a number of donations made historically by someone to the town. Is that correct?
Right. Yes, that's absolutely right.
But ladies and gentlemen, let there be no mistake, the ability of the Winchester Scholarship Foundation to continue its program is entirely dependent, this year as it has been in every year, upon individual contributions from you and from the others in the community. We need $20,000 in order to maintain the level of giving that has been true in the last 5 years. Mr. Marr, you have been keeping tabs on the pulse of the town. Can you tell us your view of the importance of the Scholarship Foundation?
Well, David, I think the importance of the Scholarship Foundation is obvious. That we have many young students in Winchester that are going on to college in the future years, and they need the support of the community. The community supports them in many ways through the academic programs that we have at Winchester High, as well as the athletic programs. But now when it comes time for them to go on to school, I think it's time for the community to come forward and to help the kids out as best they can.
Thank you, Judy. This has been an unusual year in terms of the accomplishments of the young people in our community. Can you remember anyone like it?
No, I think I've been here 26 years, and we've never had a Triple Crown year. And it's not just in sports. Our math team were state and regional winners, I believe. We almost always have artwork that win national awards. And as a matter of fact, shortly after I was elected and we were still in Town Hall, I rotated some artwork through Town Hall to expose that too. We have a very broad range of students with tremendous talents. And you know, I was thinking before I came down here that my tuition when I was in training at the Mass General was $600 a year. And my last 8 months, I was paid to be a medical intern. And that kind of thing just seems like the dark ages now.
The Winchester Scholarship Foundation has given awards historically in nursing. Can you tell us the approximate cost of a nursing education today?
I I'm not sure. Several years ago, I know the general had gotten up close to $8,000 a year, and that was several years ago. And I think everybody knows that good nursing schools are closing. They can't afford to keep them open, and the tuitions continue to skyrocket.
The Winchester Scholarship Foundation is sort of unique among Winchester organizations in that it is the only one which coordinates the scholarship programs of not only of the town trust funds and the efforts we try to raise through events such as this telethon, but also a number of other organizations from whom we'll be hearing during the evening have concentrated and coordinated their gifts through the foundation. You have been instrumental, I know, in a number of organizations in encouraging that program and making it possible for the community as a whole to unite behind this one fundraising. You've been involved in a number of those, have you not?
Yeah, the league has gotten into in the past on a statewide basis scholarship programming. I worked with Pat Fahey when Dr. and Mrs. Fahey were in town over a nursing scholarship with the Middlesex East Medical Society staff wives. Those were two areas in which I was interested. My own group at my hospital started a scholarship fund for a graduate student in nursing, particularly in memory of a friend of ours in our class who died last year. So those are three areas.
That's wonderful, Chad. We're coming here live, and I think it's perhaps the first live broadcast from the Jenks Senior Center. This facility is a wonderful facility, and I know that you're also in the midst of the town hall renovation. Is the end in sight?
Hopefully, David, the end is in sight. We did open the bids last week. We had some problems with the bids, and we'll have to go back and rebid the project. But I think that ultimately we will get a successful bidder in, and the project will be completed.
That's great. Behind me, ladies and gentlemen, our tally is being kept by Dean Estabrook and co. of the Certified Public Accountants, and I see that Mr. Estabrook is just writing in that we've raised $2,000 in the first half hour that we've been on the air. May we urge you again to call us at 729-7500, and after you've done that, call at least two of your friends and tell them to turn on Channel 19 and to watch this telethon. Later in the evening, we will be bringing you live the Winchester High School Chorus, and we have a number of other events coming up along the way. Also, continue to call your friends and tell them to come down. The Winchester Scholarship Foundation is now going to turn to Wally Giggle for another of his bonus calls.
Thank you very much, Dave. Thank you, folks. Exciting, really exciting. The last item, the 2 tickets for the Red Sox game, was sold instantly, the first call, within about 20 seconds. And in my excitement, I just forgot to say that great people, the Waterfield Construction Company, donated those tickets. Now, with graduations coming up and birthdays and all kinds of days, I have here the perfect gift from Winchester Drug. It is a perfume and eau de cologne set by Cristal. It's called Forever. It makes an ideal gift. Once again now, we're asking for a set amount. It's not an auction. And for this beautiful gift, all we're asking you to give us is $25. $25 for this beautiful perfume and eau de cologne set. Now, come on, students. Come on, moms. Here's the perfect gift for daughter, or for you guys out there, girlfriends, and for dads, buy it for mom. Okay, $25. It is perfume from Winchester Drug. It's Cristal. It is called Forever, and a beautiful gift. $25. Let's get the phones ringing. Thank you. Here, Dave.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with the chairman of the Winchester Board of Selectmen, Judy Muja, who is helping us to kick off the first ever live telethon from the Jenks Senior Citizen Center. Judy, there's been a wonderful turnout tonight of people from the town departments manning our telephones, and I'm hoping in a moment that Chad Morrow will be able to introduce us to some of them. It's been a tremendous response from the town employees, and the first time in the recent memory that we've been able to get so many people involved.
They're super, David, and now that winter is over, I think most of us forget that we have perhaps a Department of Public Works who man the plows and clear our snow and ice and our brand new downtown and that kind of thing. So they come forward all the time, and it's wonderful that this opportunity is not only for students and for the scholarship fund, but for people to see and meet some of the town employees who make us run. If it wasn't for them, we would be no place in this town. So it's a pleasure to see so many of them.
I should say it's been a wonderful and inspiring turnout by the town employees, Chad. I think it's the first time I can remember ever in the history of the modern history of the Winchester Scholarship Foundation, which, by the way, folks, is 40 years old and counting, that we've had such a wonderful turnout.
Well, I think the town employees are very much interested in the town and the future of the young people of this town, and I'm quite proud of them, everyone that showed up tonight to participate in this program.
Perhaps we have the camera set up. You might go over and introduce some of them to the crowd. I think they're getting set up over there with the microphone right there. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the first ever live telethon from the Jenks Senior Citizen Center in downtown Winchester by the Winchester Scholarship Foundation. We are trying tonight between 6 o'clock and 10 o'clock to raise $20,000. Ladies and gentlemen, we need your help. Would you please call 729-7500, and after you've done that, call 2 or 3 of your friends and tell them to tune in Channel 19 and ask them to watch. This is a unique event with wide community support. We need your help. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we turn the microphone over to the town manager, Chad Marr, who will introduce you to some of the kind employees of the town who have come down to man our telephone bank tonight.
Thank you, David. There's a few people here that are working the phones on behalf of the telethon, and I'd like to introduce you to them because they are some of the town employees. And the first person that I'd like to introduce you to is an alumni town employee. He's a former member of the Board of Selectmen and just an all-around great guy, Mike Sirocco. Mike?
Yes, sir. We're really enjoying it here tonight, talking to a lot of nice people in town, and a lot of them are making donations. And one particular lady says she read about this telethon in the newspaper and think it's a terrific idea. The people have been very good.
Thank you, Mike. The second person that's working with us this evening is Angie Tuttle, who's the secretary in the fire department. Fortunately, Angie is busy right now taking a telephone call, so we won't disturb her while she works. The next person that we have working for us this evening is Evelyn Penter, and Evelyn is the secretary to the DPW director, and she's also busy working, as she does every day, and answering the phone and just being an all-around good girl. And so she's the donation she's just writing down is for
$25.
the $25 donation. The third person that we have working the phones tonight is Florence Karen, and Florence works for the Department of Public Works in the Water and Sewer Department. And the next person that we have working for us is Alice Gately, who also works for the DPW, and Alice saw me coming, so she picked the phone up. Now, do you really have someone on the other end of the phone, Alice? The next person that we have working for us is Penny Cullen. Penny works in the town manager's office, and as you can see, she's also busy. As is Joan Murphy, who also works in the town manager's office. In the back row, hiding behind the flowers and the balloons, is our DPW director, Dom Saratori, and he's not usually on the phone, but he found some reason to do it tonight. Dom says for the first person that pledges $100, he will fix that pothole in front of their house. Next to Dom is Arthur Gallagher, the building commissioner. Next to Arthur is Bob McElhaney, the fire chief. And next to Bob is Ken Seragino, the recreation director. And 2 people down from Ken is Darcy Fitzgerald, who's the youth coordinator. So I think you can see that we have a good participation by the town employees this evening in supporting the cause for the Winchester Scholarship Foundation. And I think if anyone would like to make a contribution tonight, the number to call is 729-7500. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the first ever live telethon by the Winchester Scholarship Foundation, coming to you from the Jenks Senior Center in downtown Winchester. With us again is the chairman of the Board of Selectmen, Judy Muja. Judy, this is such an exciting event to have so many people involved. I wondered if you could compare it to some of the other accomplishments that we've seen in recent years in town government.
Yeah, I was thinking of that, David. The one that comes to mind first is the center area redevelopment, where I think most people remember the Chamber of Commerce was interested in seeing an economic development coordinator hired, and they started their private fundraising, and the town pitched in to a much greater level than anyone dreamed. And here our town center is redone. We have more revitalization of business. But really, where is the town without their young people? Our real future is in our young people. And they're the ones, from my point of view, who are going to end up in government. And I remember I enjoyed joining the Shadow for a Day program run by the Chamber. And a young lady from the high school shadowed me for a day. As a selectman, I'm not sure it was an exciting day, but it gave her an idea of how town government works. And this is our pool of talent for the future. So if the whole town can get together and hire a person who did such a tremendous job in helping us revitalize our center and our business community, then it seems obvious to me if all of us do the same kind of thing and pitch in tonight for this kind of effort, we're going to see the same kind of revitalization of education for young people who otherwise may not have a chance to go on to further education from high school.
Judy, we thank you very much for coming down and helping us to get this launched.
Great pleasure. Listen, David, before I go, my husband and I always contribute to the Scholarship Foundation, but tonight is a unique opportunity for us. I'm only going to be on for about another 2 minutes, so can I say that the first person who calls right now with a $50 pledge, I'll match it.
You heard it, ladies and gentlemen. The first person who calls right now with a $50 pledge will be matched by Dr. and Mrs. Mugie. So please call. The challenge is on. 2 minutes. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're prepared to go for another one of our bonus calls back to that paragon of the spoken word, Wally Gagel.
I love it when he speaks the truth. Okay, I'm back again. For those of you who tuned in late, shame on you. But nonetheless, my job is to bring out real good goodies. And they come in various forms. They come in envelopes. They'll come in boxes. And what we're trying to do is get you to appreciate our foundation, which is the Winchester Scholarship Foundation. And we have a little gift here, which is a big gift. We're going to really get into your pocketbooks now, I hope. So mom and dads, sisters, brothers, this gift can apply to anyone. What is given to us by the Winchester Cooperative Bank is a $100 certificate. And this certificate, we're going to let you have for the low bid, no bid, I'm sorry, it's one price, $200. Now, remember, just take the certificate, put it into the bank, and you got your money back. Just sitting on interest. And remember the deduction. Again, we sold the tickets in about 3 seconds for the Red Sox. This should go twice as fast. It's a, $100 safety certificate account. We want $200. The first $200 takes it. So please, open up your hearts, open up your wallet, and give a call for this beautiful gift from Winchester Cooperative. Dave?
Thank you, Wally Gagel. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we are at the first ever live telethon run by the Winchester Scholarship Foundation, coming to you from downtown Winchester in the Jenks Center. We have 20 callers here and people ready to receive your call and pledge if you would help us to meet our goal of raising $20,000 in an effort to try to give scholarships to worthy young people from Winchester to fill that essential difference after they've exhausted all other scholarship aids in scholarships after high school. Ladies and gentlemen, the Winchester Scholarship Foundation is now in its 43rd year or so. It actually began in the late 30s with a Mothers Association, and in a small effort to raise some money, they were able to raise about $500 and decided that they would like to coordinate it into a more coordinated kind of giving program. Thus, in 1946, a trust instrument was drawn up, and since that time, the Scholarship Foundation has annually been awarding scholarships to young people from Winchester. These are scholarships given to kids who are attending school throughout the country. Typically in a given year there are about 40 to 45 schools, universities, trade schools, and other kinds of schools which they attend. Some are universities, some are four-year colleges, some are two-year colleges, some are trade schools. The one rule that is given is that need shall be the predominant qualification, coupled with the child showing that he or she is ready to work and to contribute through student jobs and otherwise to make a difference. Ladies and gentlemen, these are not awards given at awards night. These are essential scholarship gifts which are required in order to make it possible for many of these young people to attend school. We're hoping very much that you will be able to contribute by giving your pledge. We may not be able to call all of you. Indeed, we will not be able to call all of you during the night. But if you would call 729-7500, there are people on the telephone bank here prepared to take your call. And after you've done that, won't you please call 2 or 3 of your friends and tell them that this program is going on Channel 19. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special guest joining us for this telethon, Dr. Lenore Rich, who for 26 years was the principal of the Washington School. Dr. Rich, welcome.
Thank you.
Now, hold it. We're so glad you could come tonight. Dr. Rich was the principal of Washington School, and well, I believe you were the first woman with a PhD in the Winchester public school system. Is that right? How many years, Dr. Rich, have you been involved with the Winchester public schools?
Well, I was involved for 26 years as principal, and I was involved for 12 years, somewhat prior to that, before I went to Newton to teach. Then I got invited back here to Winchester, and I couldn't come running fast enough.
Well, when you retired from Washington School, as I recall, a special scholarship fund was created in honor of you and in your name, and it has been around for how many years now?
It was functional for approximately 12 years. After the school closed, they transferred it to the Morocco School, children who had been a part of the Washington School, but it became cumbersome to handle, and they decided that it would be better for it to be in the Winchester Scholarship Foundation.
Dr. Rich, I recall that several years ago you very kindly agreed that the Lenore Rich Scholarship Fund could be turned over to and made part of the Winchester Scholarship Foundation, which is still the case, is it not?
Yes, it is. And it was a substantial amount of money that was turned over, and I was extremely happy about that.
You have always been an example to the young people in the town and very active in town affairs. What are you up to these days?
Well, these days I'm here and there. I do a great deal down at the other end of the scale, age-wise, at the senior center. I do a lot of work at church. I'm involved in a number of community activities. I do not have to look for something to do.
How do you find time to do all that?
Well, you kind of stretch a little here and a little there and feel grateful that you have the energy to do it.
Well, we're glad you could come down here. I know that you have been a longtime supporter of the scholarship program in the town and someone who has encouraged the young people. Is there anything you'd like to say to the young people tonight?
Well, I'd just like to say that we have in Winchester a perfectly wonderful group of young people. They're the future of our town, of our community, not only this community, but the state and the nation, and many of them will be involved in international affairs in the years to come. And it's our obligation to see to it that they have the opportunity to go as far as they can go educationally, especially in view of the fact that today parents are feeling the brotherhood of financial pain when it costs approximately $18,000 a year at some of the schools to educate a child. I just think that we are looking forward to hearing big things from some of our Winchester young people.
Well, Dr. Rich, you've been an inspiration to us all, and I thank you very much for taking the trouble to come down here tonight. We're very pleased to see you and the other members of the Seniors Association helping to support this activity. We are broadcasting to you tonight live, ladies and gentlemen, from the Jenks Senior Center, a beautiful new building. Is the Seniors Association making good use of it already, Dr. Rich?
We have made good use of it all through the years since we had the original part of the building. We are not yet able to make use of this until after the dedication.
And when will the dedication be?
The dedication will be June the 14th on a Sunday from 2 to 4 p.m. Everybody is most cordially invited to attend.
Thank you, Dr. Rich, very much for coming down. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Lenore Rich lending her encouragement to you to help support the telethon being broadcast to you live from the Jenks Senior Center. Ladies and gentlemen, we have completed a fundraising as a community to build this lovely addition to the Jenks Senior Center. We have completed a fundraising capital drive for the hospital. Here is your occasion to support the young people of the town to make the essential difference so that those who might otherwise not be able to continue their education after Winchester might go forward. So please call us with your donation at 729-7500. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have another bonus call with Wally Gagel.
Once again, thank you, Dave. Thanks for bringing in that $200. We sold the first savings certificate. However, don't get disappointed. We have a few more things, and just like that to come. I'm really excited the money coming in. Thanks a lot. 729-7500. What I have now, there are two separate, but they're both the same. We're selling two of the actual tapes taken from our wilderness as performed by our own Unitarian players. It was a wonderful show, and I guess the demand to have these tickets, have that show recorded was great. They did. And what we're going to do, we're going to give away to the first callers. Again, it's not a bid. The first person or the first two people who bid $20 can have a tape. They are done on TDK tapes, the finest for quality, done by professional recordists, and we're looking forward to having that phone ring right away to bring us in $20 each for a tape of our wilderness as done by the Unitarian tape players. Thanks a lot. 729-7500. It's a musical. Okay, Dave, thank you.
Thank you, Wally. Ladies and gentlemen, we are continuing to go live from the Jenks Senior Citizen Center in downtown Winchester with the first annual and first only Scholarship Foundation Telethon. Ladies and gentlemen, for many years the Winchester Scholarship Foundation sought to raise its money by direct solicitations by mail within the community. And after doing this for a number of years, the officers and board of the foundation decided this year to try a different tack. Those of you who have generously given in the past will probably not be receiving a letter this year. This is our one and only fundraiser for the year. Thus, you can see it's very important tonight that we have the support of the community through this telethon in order that the scholarship program put on by the Scholarship Foundation may continue again this year. All of your contributions are tax deductible. We urge you to call us at 729-7500 and then to call 2 or 3 of your neighbors to alert them that this telethon is going on. We have 20 volunteers here who have been working for an hour calling out to your homes, but there's no way that they can call all of your homes. You can see them working over there right now. The bids have been coming in, and I'm pleased to report, ladies and gentlemen, that we're close to $4,000 at the end of the first hour. That's a wonderful response in a very short time, but in order for us to reach our $20,000 goal within 4 hours, it will be necessary that we pick up the pace. So we thank those of you who have contributed to date with your pledges. We urge you to call others and alert them to the fact that this program is going on. For those of you who have not yet pledged, we urge you to call us at 729-7500, and after you've done that, won't you call some of your friends to tell them that the program is on. The Winchester High School Chorus, which has been so greatly improved in the last 2 years, is coming down to perform for us in a short while, and they have just finished their annual spring concert last week at the high school. I'm sure that you will enjoy seeing them, and many of your friends who did not have a chance to come to the concert will enjoy it. So that's another reason to encourage viewership of this program. Won't you please call your friends and alert them. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the telethon of the Winchester Scholarship Foundation coming to you live, and we need your help. Ladies and gentlemen, the Winchester Scholarship Foundation has a scholarship committee which does the awarding of the scholarships each year. Under the terms of the trust instrument, which has governed the affairs of the Scholarship Foundation for 40 years or more, that committee is a revolving committee consisting of 4 residents of the town, elected by the board, 2 men and 2 women, in almost every instance people who do not have children of school age or high school age. They sit together and review the applications with the assistance of the high school principal, who is ex officio a member of the committee, and they always have the advice of a skilled financial aid officer from a local university. The one rule that they operate on is that all information given to them by the applicants and their families is deemed to be completely confidential, and the records are destroyed after 2 years. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have yet another bonus call, and we turn the matter over to our gifted orator, Wally Gagel.
Thank you, Dave. For those, again, who may have just tuned in, our call number is 729-7500. My job, I have the nice job of bringing out all the fine presents and offerings by our town folks. And a new member to our town, fairly new for us old-timers, is Lucia's Restaurant. And perhaps you've been as lucky as I have to taste what they put forth on that table. Is unbelievable. And they have given us a gift certificate for you to use. Reasons, take your own. An evening out in the town with the missus, or perhaps just giving us a gift yourself. I will tell you the worth, and I'll tell you what we're asking for it. And there is no price on Lucia as far as the food, the quality is concerned, excellent quality. It's worth $50. We're asking the first caller who gives us $80. Remember now the tax write-off, folks. We need the money for the scholarship fund. $80 for this fantastic Lucia's Restaurant gift certificate. So get your appetites up, open your wallets, 729-7500 for Lucia's certificate. $80, the first 80. It's not an auction, so get that automatic dollar going. Set it now to 729-7500, and we'll give you a great dinner at Lucia's. Thank you, Dave.
Thank you, Wally. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor to introduce to you the fine people from Dean Estabrook and Company who have been working with us during the evening, tallying up your pledges as they come in. And right here beside me is Dean Estabrook, who is the chairman of this team. Dean, welcome.
Thank you, Dave.
How are we doing, Dean?
Well, we're up to $4,000 right now. We should be, I would think, up to 5 within 5 or 10 minutes. That's about the rate it's going right now.
Well, that's wonderful. So, folks, keep it coming in. Dean Estabrook has been the certified public accountant who has studied and studied and certified the books of the Winchester Scholarship Foundation for a number of years, and he is also the one who ensures that contributions which are sent in are properly taken care of. And Dean, you do this for virtually no fee, as I understand it.
That's correct. That's correct.
Well, we appreciate all that you have been doing over the years, and particularly your help tonight. You have quite a number of helpers here. Perhaps you'd introduce them for us.
Well, this is my son Jay, who's also my partner, and then next to Jay, my secretary and wife Eileen.
We thank you all for your help and for coming down here to help us tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, we are continuing with the telethon from the Jenks Senior Citizen Center. If you haven't called us yet with your pledge, won't you please call 729-7500. We have phone callers who are prepared to take your call, and we think they'll be very disappointed if the phones don't start ringing. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope that you will enjoy the program which is going on tonight. And now I'd like to introduce again the president of the Winchester Scholarship Foundation and the gentleman who has supervised this telethon and its organization, Dan Legata.
Thank you, David. Well, it's great. Things seem to be going very well. As you can see that we've raised $4,000, and I'm delighted. I'd like to take this opportunity, however, to tell you a little bit more about the foundation, for those of you who are not familiar with it. The foundation, as we said earlier, is approximately 50 years old. And we have been raising money for the last few years by a mail campaign. In the last 5 years, the Winchester Scholarship Foundation has given away over $400,000. Most of that money has come from the citizens of Winchester. We raise our funds by a variety of means. One of them is from a foundation grant. We also get money from people who have contributed through memorials for the death of a friend. Most important means of raising money is to go out to the community and ask for gifts from you all. Not only do we need your money, but we need your support. It's very important. The last 5 years, the amount of money contributed by the Winchester Group has not been as great as we need. Tonight, we have increased our goal to $20,000. We're hoping that we can reach that goal, and we can do it by having you call in. Our number is 729-7500. We have 5 telephone operators who are waiting for your call. Please call them in. Tonight, we will be able to call out 1 home in 6 in Winchester. That's not enough for us to make our goal. We can't do better than that. We need you to call in. We need you to have a friend turn to us on Channel 19. We need to have them call in. Please help us. The foundation needs your help. So please call a friend and ask them to call us 729-7500. All donations are needed. All donations will be used to be given to students of Winchester High School or Winchester students who have graduated from one of the trade schools in the area. So please call in 729-7500 with your donation. We need your help. David. Thank you.
Thank you, Dan. And ladies and gentlemen, we have just had a change of guard at the telephones. We have a fresh crew and also a fresh MC hot off a plane. It's my pleasure to introduce to you now the town moderator of Winchester for the past 10 years, the gentleman who will bring our town meeting hopefully to an end this Thursday, John Sullivan.
David.
Welcome, John, and I turn the mic over to you with some pleasure.
Well, thank you very much.
We weren't quite sure you were going to get here with your plane, but I'm glad to see you made it.
Well, I thought I was getting a little worried with the fog myself. Did you make your donation here?
Not yet. I was going to match you.
Don't leave without it.
It's all yours.
We've got a new crew over there, I see. How many people have we got calling out there? It looks like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. 19 folks.
And in addition to that, we have a separate group at the other side of the room ready to receive your calls if you folks at home would call in to 729-7500. These phones, by the way, were donated by the firm of Bolt, Baranek, and Newman, and we're very grateful to them for making them available to us tonight.
Very good. Well, Dave, I'll catch up with you then, and thank you very much for the introduction. Good to see you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're here, as you know, to raise money for the Winchester Scholarship Foundation, and all of you folks out there at home have the telephone number up here, 729-7500. This is the first time the town has tried to do a telethon, and we're looking for it to be successful. I look up on the board here right now, and we can see being filled in. The total donations this evening is up to $5,000, and things are looking up. It's still early in the evening. For those that are waiting for the Celtics game to start at 9 o'clock this evening, it might be a good idea to get your donations in early. We have over here on the right-hand side, we have 4 folks that are taking incoming calls. We have some people here adding up the money as we go. We've got a full house downstairs of volunteers, and it's quite an impressive outpouring of effort here, if not money so far. One of the things that might be interesting right now, we have quite a few town meeting members that I hope are watching out there, and maybe we could ask them to call in between now and 8 o'clock. And let's see if the town meeting can't get some donations in here. The town meeting members have been known to be generous on occasion, and now would be a good time. I think, as Dan Lagarda mentioned, this year we're not going to have the solicitation other than the telethon, so this is really the last chance to donate. For newcomers in town that may not be familiar with the Winchester Scholarship Foundation or may have just tuned in, it's been around for a long time and has helped a lot of people from the town of Winchester have the capability to go on to school. You can see over here on the TV monitor right now, the people are actively receiving and taking calls, and why don't you get your donation in right now at 729-7500. We're going to have some guests to talk to this evening, but first, Miss Connie Pappas wanted to make a brief commercial here. We pay union wages, Connie, so if you'll just keep it short, why we won't have to pay you above the union scale.
Well, if this is anything like the floor of town meeting, I know I have about 10 seconds, so I better talk fast before the gavel comes down. I'd just like to take a minute. Those of you who have been watching can see what an enormous undertaking this has been. And I want to recognize a few of the people who have helped by giving of their time and their energy to make this telethon a success. And believe me, the enthusiasm that has been generated here tonight is extraordinary. First of all, I'd like to thank my co-chairman, who's not here this evening, Mr. Palamico, for all of his help and support. And let me just tell you about a few of the people who have given of their time to help us tonight. The publicity that you've noticed around town for several weeks has been done by Marty Fuller. The technical work, setting up the telephone lines and making sure that the room is all set up properly, was handled by Dan Lagarda. Nancy Clark got all of these people to volunteer, and we have about 200 people who have volunteered to come here this evening to help us out. All of the printed material has been done by Bonnie Holmes. When you each receive your pledge card in the mail, you will see what a fine job Bonnie has done with all of this. The gifts, the giveaways that Wally Gagel has been handling this evening were all donated through the energy and the tremendous amount of time that Harry Sheffalo has given to us. We'll get to recognizing all of the local business people who have helped a little later. Refreshments are being provided to the volunteers by Sue Taylor. Our tally, as you heard a little earlier, is being handled by Dean Estabrook. Sandy Rogers has coordinated all of the on-air effort. It's a tremendous job, and she's done a wonderful job, and we appreciate it very much. Connie Locascio has done the history for us in the fact sheet so that all of you will know what the foundation is all about. The props were done by Laura Beth Foster. Correspondence was handled by Susan Moynihan, and we had Jean Dillon and Peter Franke, who have been jack of all trades and helping us with everything. Well, John, that's my commercial for now. I'd like to be invited back a little later if you think I have some time, because there are just a great number of local businesses and community members who've made donations that you can't see but have been absolutely vital to this effort. So a little later, if you'll call my name, I'll stand and get your attention. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Connie. And if you do me a favor, when you do go back there, I see Eddie O'Connell in the back of the hall. Maybe you could ask Eddie to come up here and join me up front. Okay, I'd appreciate that. We have a recipient of Ted. Ted Lepser is a recipient of the Rich Scholarship, a graduate in 1970. Ted, how are you? Good to see you.
What does that say there?
It says no, you graduated in 1970. But,
no, I graduated from Winchester High in 1983.
I was going to say, you've been preserved quite well. I was beginning to wonder what happened to me.
Yeah, I just graduated from Fitchburg State this past Sunday. And
what are you going to be doing now? I guess you and I share a common experience. I was a recipient too, but not in 1970 of a scholarship. But what are you going to be doing now?
I have a job at State Street Bank in Quincy.
Very good.
Starting a couple of weeks, so.
Was the scholarship a big help to you? And
yeah, when I after graduation from Winchester High, I didn't get a lot of help from my parents, as far as money, and the scholarship made it all possible. It was otherwise I don't think I would have been able to go.
Now, were you able to maintain the scholarship for all 4 years?
No, actually, I believe I was late on my application. Unfortunately, my second year, and then my third year, I applied, but I didn't receive any.
One of the things that a lot of people don't know in Winchester is the Scholarship Foundation, as you know, makes an award for those deemed acceptable, and in that case, it's almost 100% here in Winchester for those that apply and meet the criteria. That after the first year, that if you get your application in on time, that if in fact you still need the assistance and are carrying the passing grades, that they actually will carry you through some amount of money for all 4 years.
Exactly, yeah. It just really, like I said, I don't think I would have been able to go without it. It was a tremendous help.
Well, that's great. Are you still living here right in Winchester?
Yeah, I just moved back from Fitchburg, and I'm going to be living in Winchester for a while.
Well, very good. We appreciate you coming down. It's great to see recipients come down. Yeah.
It helped me a great deal.
Good. Well, I feel the same way, and it seems it's a longer time for me, but I remember I won the Rotary Scholarship, and at the time it was very important to me, and I still remember that as one of my fondest moments.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, thank you very much for coming down. Good to see you, Ted. Okay, thank you. Ted came down to help me on the phones tonight. They had on the card they gave me that he was a graduate in 1970, which I guess would have made him about 47 37 years old, but you see that he just got out here a couple of weeks ago from Fitchburg State, and he's going to be working at the State Street Bank. So there's one guy who made good in town. We're going to continue on here. We have 729-7500 is the number. We'd like you to get our ladies on the phones busy to see if we can't do something to get that number up. As you see here, we're approximately 25% to the total goal of $20,000 this year. We've got $5,000 raised so far this evening, and we're really hoping that we can bring this to the full $20,000 before the night's over. As we indicated, we have yes, please. We're going to ask Mr. Ed O'Connell to come on up here if we can get his attention. If we can maybe get one of the Mr. Legata. Mr. Legata, would you get Mr. O'Connell? We have, before we do get Mr. O'Connell, we have Wally Gagel heading up in this direction here. I don't know if I want to share the program with this guy at all. This guy is definitely dangerous. So I'll turn it over to him for a few seconds. Yeah, okay.
I thought moderators were moderate. Okay. I probably am breaking a trend. There are so many thank yous to give from everyone here to all of those who are being involved with today's proceedings. 729-7500. A quick vignette I want to share with you. We had a gift certificate of, a savings certificate of $100 from the Winchester Co-op Bank. We had a gentleman called in who not only matched the 100, he gave us 200 to boot. Mr. Kenneth Harrington from Swanton Street did that. Mr. Harrington, thank you very much. The need for scholarship money is, well, ever present, and each year it gets more and more demanding. What can I tell you? Those of you who have children in school or who had know what I'm talking about. Okay, enough of that, but I want to get back to what we have here. I'm not quite sure myself. No, John Keene, a very good friend of mine, John Keene sent this over to us. These are silk flowers. I just finished watering them, and they don't grow very fast. It will be a perennial centerpiece for days to come. Take your pick. Also, on the front, the basket is weave a little bird, so you can change the arrangement, put in live flowers, whatever. Don't water these too much too long. Now, this little basket, you know what silk flowers go for? We're only asking the first 500, the first $50 takes it away. 729-7500 for a Keene silk flower arrangement forever and ever, $50. Open up your hearts, open up your wallet. Please help us out. And back to the mystery man, John Telethon.
Thank you, Wally. I hope you're right if you get work. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Dan Legata here, who's the chairman of the Winchester Scholarship Foundation, and we have a visitor that Dan would like to introduce. Dan?
Thank you very much, John. The Winchester Scholarship Foundation, in addition to relying on all of you in the community to contribute money so that we can be successful, also requires that the various businesses in the area make major contributions. Each year we get those contributions from businesses, and tonight we have with us Phil Russo, Vice President and Treasurer of Bank 5 for Savings. Phil, welcome to the Scholarship Foundation.
John, Phil, good to see you.
I would like very much to tell you that Bank 5 has made a major contribution to us this year, and Janet Pavliska, who was the president of Bank 5, has not only supported our foundation with dollars, she has contributed much of her time over the last 4 or 5 years helping us raise money from other sources. Janet couldn't be here tonight. Phil is here representing Janet and is going to present the foundation with a check.
I'm pleased to present this on behalf of Bank 5, and good luck with your drive. I hope you do very well.
Thank you very much, Phil. Thanks very much.
Good luck.
John, back to you.
Dan, put the money in the bank here. I see we've just, while we were talking, somebody just penciled in an additional $1,000, and we're up to $6,000. And I've got a guy I'd like to introduce now who maybe with a little luck he'll make it $7,000. I'd like to introduce Ed O'Connell, former member of the Winchester Board of Selectmen, former chairman of the Board of Selectmen, and now member of the Winchester School Committee. Ed, how you doing? I asked Ed if he'd come down and chat with us tonight about the importance of scholarships here in Winchester. And Ed said he's got 1,000,000 words, if not cash. So
I have a very serious question first, John. I want to know why Jack Keene gives Wally Gagel some silk flowers as a gift, and then he sells me flowers that die and don't last more than a couple of days. We got to get him straightened out.
well, Wally's is not a repeat customer. Maybe you will be.
Well, the scholarship question, of course, is one of overriding importance because it affects the lifetime of the young people who are going through our school system today. And yes, we know that there are programs available to them for financial assistance, but unfortunately, we are now seeing that people coming out of our colleges at the young age of 21, 22 are coming out burdened with heavy debts that are going to be a burden to them for many, many years in their career. And it's a strain, and it's something that our society is trying to cope with. But we need the kind of thing that is being done in Winchester right here, right tonight, on this hour. We need that kind of support to help the youngsters who need it in many instances desperately, and in some instances it's just the kind of support that puts them over the top. So no one can minimize the importance of what we're doing tonight.
Well, thank you, Ed. And I know that Ed speaks not only from experience as a teacher really over at the Fletcher School, over at Tufts, but also as a member of the Winchester School Committee, and is well aware of that. Ed, in the you know, in the back of my mind, when I was standing here listening to you talk, were you not a recipient of an athletic scholarship in your prior life, so to speak?
Well, I tell you, when I was running track at Tufts, class of 1950, and I had a good career, and the maximum generosity of the Tufts University in those years, I got my lodging at one of the dormitories, so I didn't pay for a room, and I got my meals by working in those years. We had separate dining rooms for boys and girls, and I worked allegedly in the girls' dining room and got all of my 21 meals a week. And of course it was, as they say, a labor of love.
You know, I have to admit, I saw Ed yesterday, and you know, it reminded me of the old expression in the noonday sun, all you see is mad dogs and Englishmen. Sorry. And I noticed that yesterday in the heat of the day, and I think, as I recall, it was pretty close to 1 or 2 o'clock,
Yes.
You were running.
5 minutes of 1 yesterday, and that was Sunday, and I had run in the town race the day before, having looked all over for you, John.
I left early. Yeah, I woke up at 6:30 in the morning, and I decided it was too hot for me. I didn't want to be the first guy to go with a coronary attack. But I got to ask you a question. Yesterday I noticed you were running. You had on a white track uniform that looked very official, but you were carrying a very large brown bag.
That's my doggy bag.
I'm not going to ask you what's in it. Ed, thank you for coming down.
Okay, this is an endurance contest tonight.
Yeah. Okay, good to see you, Ed. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Ed O'Connell. Ed, as you know, is a longtime donator of his time, if you will, if not his money, to the citizens of Winchester. And I look over here to the left now, and I see our good friend Wally Gagel, who's coming in with another gift. Wally?
Thank you very much.
I love the suit.
Thank you very much. I had it made in Paris. All these bright lights. Hi. We were supposed to have a guest tonight, but he is very, very busy doing a show. And so what he did, he sent his album. We have a Winchester resident, Mr. Richard Stolzman, an internationally famous clarinetist, and we have a personally autographed album by Mr. Stolzman, and it says, "Thanks for the support of the Winchester Scholarship Fund." He was supposed to be here tonight. He is playing in Europe, I believe. We expect him on the a later plane. Whether he can make it, I don't know. But I do know we appreciate his gift, and we're in turn going to let you buy. For those of you who are jazz enthusiasts or just music lovers, we ask that you please take this here and for us at a small donation of only $20. The first 20, it's not a bid. $20 we want. It goes to the scholarship fund. 729-7500. Please. All right, John? Oh, John's not here right now. But I can keep on going. We just got a $1,000 donation to show the weird movie, and it was me they wanted to see. So, oh, here he is, John. Thank you very much. I have to get you to the table.
Thank you, Wally. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Wally Gagel announcing the bonus call. Don't forget the number, 729-7500. We have a couple of other mystery guests coming up, but before we do, we're going to break here and go to the chorus that is assembled right outside the auditorium, who have a short rendition for us. Conducted by Lynn Raymeyer. Very great number, obviously a good chorus, and we appreciate them coming down here this evening to share the evening with us. We have a guest right now, an old friend of mine and a friend of yours, Bill McDonald. Bill, don't be shy. Don't be shy. How are you? Good to see you. You folks probably remember this guy, former superintendent of schools. obviously now down in Tampa, Florida or something?
No, doing a little boating, but strong lights in the office too, John.
Yeah, you must sit by the window.
Yeah, I do. How's it going? Real good, fine, thank you. Yeah, I miss Winchester, but
Well, we miss you, but we understand you've got an exciting career over there at Leslie.
excellent. It's a lot of fun and still working with young people, and that's the key.
Well, I guess in your new capacity, you probably see the need for scholarships now more than even in your prior life.
Well, I always knew it was expensive, but you're looking at probably 18 to 23,000, depending upon the school, and you know, I think probably everybody has a need. It used to be that we used to think of a need in just a handful of people, but I don't care how much money you make today. If you've got 2 or 3 kids going through school at the same time, you're talking 60 big ones a year. So real big need.
Of course, with all the high-paid administrative help that they have at these universities.
Tell me about it.
Well, we appreciate you coming down.
Well, I'm delighted to be here, John.
We miss you at town meeting and miss seeing you around town here a little bit, but you look like you're back out on the boat.
Yeah, in fact, I just came back from the boat, and I must admit I'm still around town, and I don't miss town meeting, but, you know, I was always there under difficult situations, yeah.
Well, it's different going down and watching other people fight rather than yourself, so maybe you ought to come down and see us sometime.
Come down and try it, but then somebody might ask me a question.
Do you get many Winchester students over there at Leslie?
As a matter of fact, we're getting quite a few over there. Now, actually, I'm dean of the graduate school, so I don't get into the undergraduate population too much, but there's one young lady graduated, I think, this May that was either president of the class or president of the student union from Winchester. Well, I can't remember her last name. It's Laura something. Yeah.
Well, I hope she's not listening. Well, Bill, thank you very much for coming down. And if you want to drop your donation off, you can.
I've already picked up the card, John. Okay, and I'm going to see if I can float along from you.
Good to see you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was Bill McDonald, who was kind enough to come down. Bill, as you may recall, was superintendent of schools. Oh, wait a minute, here he comes again, folks. Wally Gager, what do you got here now? Is this a free car wash?
No, you can use this, seriously. Anyone can use this. This is prom time. And Mr. Lane, from Lane's You Know What, also has a limousine service, and he has given us a fantastic opportunity for you to have a limousine, which is French for limousine, of your choice, for the night of your choice. Now, for this fantastic gift, if you call 729-7500, you can have a limousine for $75. I think that's a wonderful gift. There's proms galore. This is a seasons galore. A special little notice to you people. Coming up between 8 and quarter to 9, we're going to have for you 4 box seat tickets for the Red Sox game for June 20th, which, and check me out, is completely sold out. Now, I'm not going to tell you exactly when, but I would stick by the television and watch it very carefully. Get your checkbook ready, because that phone's going to come off the hook. But I'm going to hold on, and when I say go, you better go. I won't tell you the price yet. Remember, it's not an auction, folks. You got to pay the going price. $75 is pittance for a limousine. Thank you, Mr. Lane. Thank you for the people who have given, and I'll give you the grandfather of Winchester, John Sullivan.
Wally, you had me scared there, Wally, when you told me lanes. I didn't know what our prize was going to be. Ladies and gentlemen, we have another special guest. The lanes. That's very interesting, ladies and gentlemen. We just got a call, and the lanes limousine, I hope it was a limousine that they were offering, was just purchased within seconds. We also are up to $9,000 on the chart over here, which indicates that we're 45% towards the goal. So we're doing real well. And I notice Dave Mortensen is over here to my left still. And we're really moving much faster in the second hour than we were in the first with Dave. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special guest, a very good friend of mine, Harrison Chadwick. Harrison, how are you, sir? Good to see you.
Right, Mr. Moderator.
Mr. Moderator yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, for those that don't know Harry, you really don't belong watching this show, but Harry is the former long-term moderator, former representative to the Great and General Court, longtime outstanding public servant for the town of Winchester and a real good friend of mine, and I think probably one of the people in Winchester who recognizes as much as anybody the importance of education and the Winchester Scholarship Foundation.
John, you have said it. I hope I do, and I most certainly support strongly the Scholarship Foundation.
I know over the years, Harry, you and I have talked how important it's been for your recommendation on occasion to get some of our folks into good schools throughout the country, and how important a role that the Winchester Scholarship Foundation plays as a necessary part on that. And we appreciate your support here, and we miss you at town meeting.
Well, thank you, John. I think there's a time when you call it quits, and I've done that. But that doesn't mean I've called it quits as far as the Scholarship Foundation is concerned. And I am interested. I have made my pledge for this year. I am very much interested in our young people, and I have been for many, many years, which started down on Mystic Lake when I was trying to help some of them become hockey players.
Well, that brings back a few memories for me. I'll bet there are a lot of people out there that are hockey fans here in Winchester that don't know that story. Back too many years ago to remember, there was no organized hockey in Winchester. There was no organized hockey at the Winchester High School. And Harrison set up a team down in the Mystics Lakes that was known as the Winchester Blades. And the Winchester, how did I remember, Harry? I played for you. And the Winchester Blades had black and yellow uniforms, and we actually started skating indoors, and it became the forerunner of the Winchester varsity program. And I believe it was within 5 to 7 years after that program was instituted. Winchester was very fortunate in 1955, with many of us Blades playing at the time, that the Winchester varsity team won the state championship. In fact, the same night as the basketball team won the Tech tourney, and one of the big players in that was Harrison Chadwick, and he had provided the basic training. And some of your pupils went on to play college hockey, I think.
Yes, indeed they did. I've been very proud of them. I first knew many of these fellows as little kids, and then as they got into high school and got ready to do something more, you'll be surprised at the number of recommendations that I have written, and also for summer jobs, and strong friendships were formed. And I've been very pleased with most of the young fellows that I had occasion to associate with. Now, John, I don't intend to have anybody think that I haven't been interested in doing something for the girls, because that's important too, you know.
Yes, sir. And I know you've helped a lot of young people. And maybe what we ought to do is ask all those people out there for whom you've written a recommendation over the years or helped get a summer job to call in here at 729-7500 and make a pledge to the Winchester Scholarship Foundation. And when you call in, tell them Harry sent you. Harry, good to see you.
Okay.
Thank you very much for coming down, sir. Okay.
Pleased to be a part of this.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I see my good friend and yours, Wally Gagel, is back in. Wally, what do we got this time?
This is exciting.
This really looks good.
Okay, 729-7500. But this is from Henderson Stationery. I had the honor of doing my first professional scuba dive this winter. The pen that is in this case has as its band and as its clip gold taken from an actual galleon. It's all documented for you. 1622. I think my mother-in-law sailed on that ship. It was gold taken.
I think you should have been on that ship.
It was gold. It's gold taken from the ship. It is a pen. Ideal graduation gift. Ideal anniversary gift. Ideal gift for anything. And I'm serious. I don't know. I think Sandy Rogers made a mistake. All we want for this, the first phone call, not an auction, 729-7500, is $40. I think I'll take it.
$40?
John, thank you very much. I have to get more gifts. Sandy's running around the whole town grabbing gifts. I have to catch her. Thank you. $40.
$40, ladies and gentlemen. It really is a nice-looking pen. And Wally's going over there, and the phones are ringing off the hook there, so you got to get your phone call in. Hey, I see another fine gentleman here who's a recipient of Winchester Scholarship, Joe Lawrence. Joe, how are you? Yeah, good to see you. Where are you going these days?
Susquehanna University.
As I recall from your resume, I saw that you're a wrestler.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, we won't tangle with you. I should have had you up here when we had the other guy.
No, I'm not any mean guy or anything like that.
What year are you in down there?
I'm gonna be a junior next year.
Now, are you on scholarship still? You're in your second year?
If I get a scholarship this year, it'll be my third year.
Well, let's put in a plug here for Joe that he's applied for his second year. You got the scholarship the first year, and he's got an application in now. What are you going to do after graduation, Joe?
Well, I'm hoping to get a job working for some computer firm because computer science is my major down there, and I just want to get a decent job and hope that just get my life started. Basically, is what I want to do.
Well, that's great. Now you graduated, let's see, just a year and a half, 1985, yeah, and you wrestled here in Winchester. And are you wrestling down there?
Yeah, I am. I started last 2 years, freshman and sophomore year, and I've had a couple injuries, but overall I've done pretty well. I've had 500 seasons both years.
Oh, very good. Now, you're wrestling in the varsity team program?
Yep. Started varsity both years, and this year I plan to do the same, hopefully.
Now, what kind of competition does Susquehanna have? You play in the in that Mid-Atlantic Conference?
Yeah, we're in the Mid-Atlantic Conference, and we're Division III. We wrestle teams like WPI and National, stuff like that.
You ever run into Villanova?
No. I don't even know.
Yeah, they're big stuff, aren't they?
They have a wrestling team, to tell you the truth.
No, I went to Villanova. I don't think they do, but they concentrate on track, basketball, and now club football.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like the competition's a lot harder than it was in high school, but it's still fun. Every now and then.
It gets harder all the time. Well, if you got a message for maybe some of the students out there who went to school with you, maybe encourage them to send in some donations.
Well, I'd like to see anybody in my grade that they have any money, which to send it in because everybody needs it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if Joe's any kind of an example of the people that are getting scholarships here at the Winchester Scholarship Foundation, we can all be proud of the donations that are being made here tonight. Joe, appreciate you coming down, and good luck to you, and give us a call if we can ever do anything for you. Okay, good to see you, sir. Okay. Thank you. Wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen. It's that special moment again. Wally, how are you? Good to see you back. Don't touch me.
I don't blame him. Listen, hold on to the mic.
All right.
We have, from the Bank of Boston, a very, very generous donation. We have a United States savings bond, and it's a $100 bond. Now, all we're asking for this bond at 729-7500 is $150. If you just took it and put it in the bank, you'll have your 50 back in no time. Remember the tax write-off. Remember mainly the scholarship fund. So come on, folks, 729-7500. This is a $100 savings bond. Bank of Boston, all we want is $150. If you want to give money to John Sullivan, you can. Thank you very much.
Joe, Wally, just a second. Now that means if you donate $150 here, it's not an auction, that you get a $75 tax write-off if you're in the right bracket. So you pay really $25 for a 100 bond.
Exactly.
What a deal! What a deal!
He failed math in high school.
Yeah, but I did it on the second time around.
No, that's the truth, though. Seriously. And we could use the money for the scholarship fund. Come on, folks. 729-7500. $100 bond.
That's it, Wally. You're overselling it. Yeah, okay. I see somebody else here, Jan Dolan. How are you? Yeah. Good to see you, John Sullivan. Yeah, watch the wire. Yeah, how you doing? Good. Jan is a member of our school system here, and also I understand that you're a recipient in a prior life of a scholarship.
Indeed, I was a recipient of Winchester Scholarship as a high school student.
Yeah. No. Because if you tell me, I'd have to tell you what my year was. Yeah, in fact, we were talking about it earlier. I was, and have never forgotten it. And where did you go on to school?
I went to Sargent College, part of Boston University. And
course, nowadays in Winchester here, you have a close up front look at the importance of scholarships here in Winchester.
Absolutely, I do, and I know the need of them and why we need to support this really good project.
Is the need really that great here in Winchester?
Well, I think so. Just realizing the scholarship that I got would probably pay for less than 1 credit of a college course in these days, and things have just expanded so.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. Maybe it makes you realize how old you are. I got a scholarship. My scholarship from the Winchester Scholarship Foundation was for $500, and my first semester's tuition was $350. And I remember what a major impact that had, and I'm sure it was the same for you.
You beat me by $200, but it was a major impact for us and my family. It was really very important.
Yeah, and I think that's true, and I don't think that although the amounts have changed, the importance hasn't changed at all.
Yeah, it was really probably for you too, it was very exciting for me, and you know, it's just one of those highlights of my life that I won't forget.
Yeah, it was the same. I was very fortunate. I worked all during high school at McCormick's Drug behind the soda fountain there, and I was particularly pleased because I was lucky enough to win the Rotary Scholarship.
I think mine was one of the Jerry Downs, if I remember correctly. I'll tell you something about the one I got. I think it was a school committee woman was making the presentations, and I thought I might have a chance, and they were all over, and I hadn't received one. And all of a sudden, she looked down on the ground. She said, "Oh, I forgot one." She picked it up and unrolled it, and lo and behold, it was mine.
Oh, no kidding. Yeah. Well, as I recall, and I don't know what year they changed, but in the I don't want to say the old days, but when I did it, I remember you didn't know when you went to graduation as to whether or not you got a scholarship, and the chairperson of the school committee, I guess those days they called him the chairman anyway. Yeah, but they called him chairman then. Yeah, is that the yeah, they sure have. That they would announce them and the kids would just all jump up and get them, and so it was really kind of a thrilling experience. And but I think even for many, many years since the early start of the Winchester Scholarship Foundation was back in the 40s, I think, the town has always demonstrated a real ability to raise money for kids trying to go to school, and I'm sure you see that every day.
Yeah, and I'm so glad we've been able to maintain and even increase the tradition because it's certainly a very worthwhile cause.
Well, thank you very much, Jan. I appreciate you coming down. I hope all our friends at Jan Dolan will give a special call in here at 729-7500. Thank you very much, Jan. Appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to shift out to the chorus. The chorus has another number for us out there, and so take it away.
Wheel a turnin', little wheel a turnin', wheel a turnin', turnin' all around. Wheel a turnin', little wheel a turnin', way up in the middle of the air. Wheel a turnin', little wheel a turnin', turnin' in the air. Wheel a turnin', little wheel a turnin', turnin' by the grace of God. Wheel a turnin', little wheel a turnin', turnin' in the middle of the air. Some go to church to sing and shout, way in the middle of the air. So 6 months and all turned out, way in the middle of the air. Hey, Zeke, what did you find up there? Way in the middle, way in the air, way in the middle of the air. Hey, Zeke, what did you find up there? Way in the middle, way in the air, way in the middle of the air. Ezekiel saw the wheels way up in the middle of the air. Ezekiel saw the wheels way in the middle of the air. Some go to church just to sing and shout, yeah, way up in the middle of the air so high. For 6 months they're all turned out, way up in the middle of the air. Ezekiel saw the wheel, Ezekiel saw the wheel, way
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here live and in color from the Jenks Senior Center, and we have an old familiar face here. I shouldn't say an old familiar face, a familiar face. A guy who I go way back with, and I know a lot of people in Winchester do, Mickey Merling. I still can't call you Mickey.
You can't?
No, I got to call you Mr. Merling. Oh. Turn around here so they can see you. Mickey Merling is a guy in, I guess, 5th grade.
That's correct.
And I first ran into you at Wyman School, and Mickey Merling was with the school department how many years?
41 years.
41 years. 41. And 41 years, and I guess as I recall...
29 days, I was supervisor of physical education. I had every kid in town from the 5th grade through the 8th grade. I coached the 9th grade. And then for 12 years, I became assistant principal of the McCall Junior High School under Joe Forty.
Sure.
Every moment was a delight, John. And I'm surprised because here I am as teacher 41 years, and I had you in school about 50 years ago, and you still talk to me.
It wasn't 50 years ago, and I'll tell you, if it was 50 years ago, I won't talk to you again. No, but I'll tell you how many years ago it was. I'm 48, so you got to go back... She's almost 38 years ago. And Mickey was, we called him Mr. Merling then, and he went around to every single one of the elementary schools and essentially was the first guy that taught you how to hold the football correctly, throw it correctly, play basketball correctly. And during the winter season, as I recall, we tumbled on the mats and the thing. And you did that in every single school.
Every single school. And you know, wherever I go, I run into former pupils, and they use me like a king. I've been retired now since 1972, and I haven't adjusted to retirement yet because I miss these kids in Winchester so much. Vandy French I had in the 5th grade, and I was down to see him, and he's assured me that when he gets an opening, he's going to call me and hire me back.
Well, that really would be great, and there'd be a lot of people glad to see you back. I know you had many famous athletes started under your tutelage. I guess the one that most of us knew is, or at least in my era, was Joe Bellino. He was in my class, and he and Frank Dadlow, and you taught them up at, I guess it was Noonan School.
Lincoln School. Right. And you know, there are very few that I have forgotten their names, John. I can spot most every one of them, and there were many hundreds of kids I had.
Oh, I think the number's closer to thousands.
Kay and I have just become interested in the scholarship fund and have established the scholarship in the name of Catherine and Mickey Merling. And I'm doing it because I'm not going to let any of these kids forget who the hell I was from the rest of their life.
Would you mind if I told everybody what you did give? I wouldn't mind. No, because I think it's really a wonderful thing, and it's not shown on the board here, ladies and gentlemen. But Mickey and his wife Kay have donated, I understand, $10,000 to the Winchester Scholarship Foundation, establishing a scholarship in his name. And I think Mickey, you worked here for 41 years, but I don't know how much money you took out of the town in those 41 years, but yeah, that's right, but you put back a heck of a lot more than you took in.
It was a pleasure. And I think probably one of the most delightful times in my life will be when a former pupil of mine's children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, or great-great-grandchildren are able to get that scholarship. Then I'll be a happy person.
Well, that's a wonderful thought, and I thank you very much for coming down, Mickey. Good to see you. Right. Oh, thank you. And you can just tell everybody on your way out that I was one of the better athletes at that Wyman. Right. Okay, good to see you. Okay. Thank you very much for coming down. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a real fine gentleman there, a guy that I would say is deeply loved. And I have another guy coming in to see me right now, and his name is Eric Gibbs. Eric, how are you? Good to see you. I understand Eric has done kind of an unusual thing here tonight. Eric has decided to come down here and bring his donation down. And Eric, maybe you could tell us, I understand you're starting a new limousine business here in town.
We are. We've applied for our permits already, and we're trying to start up right around June 1st, July 1st. We're trying to bring some new innovative ideas to the town, and I think will really be helpful. We're going to be doing some shopping services. We've talked with the Chamber of Commerce and everybody else, and we have a lot of things planned for the town. And this is just one thing. We really would like to be involved in everything, and we really feel that this is an important thing, and we'd like to donate this check here to you this evening.
Well, thank you very much. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about what you're going to do. You're going to have some special kind of cars. You're going to run airport service?
We're going to run airport service from Winchester. We're also in that airport run. We're going to provide coffee and Danish in the morning. We're going to provide all of the extras from a secretary in the back to a computer in the car. We're going to be starting with 5 Lincolns and 2 Rolls Royces.
Whew, pretty heavy duty. Well, Eric, thank you. We look forward to seeing you around town. And it's a great start here by donating to the Winchester Scholarship Foundation. Good luck to you, and we look forward to seeing you around town.
Thank you.
Very good. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, standing on my left and your right, Wally Gagel with an oscillating pedestal fan.
In answer to a few questions that people have phoned in about where I have my hair done, I have it done in Pampered Pet, and I can make an arrangement for an appointment for you. Okay, we have a very timely gift from our good friends at Fell's Hardware, John Ryan and Kevin and the gang. You saw the temperature the last couple of days, and it's been unbearable, predicted the same. Here is a 16-inch oscillating fan. It has more controls than the B49. It adjusts. It can give you a full 90-degree rotation. It can go vertically. It can be raised. It's on a little stand, and it's 16 inches. It's a very, very fine cooling device. 729-5900 or 9500.
Beautiful, beautiful. Can't you? 7,500.
7,500.
I knew this Wally would crash here. Yeah, okay.
For the price of $75, the fan is yours. Thank you very, very much, John. Keep on going.
Thank you, Wally. And for those that didn't hear it, he has his hair done at Pampered Pets, and that'll be one of the later prizes here, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, we're going to switch out to the Winchester Chorus again, and we switch out there right now. Ready. Does that, what's that mean? Keep talking? Oh, okay, I understand. I'm getting people out there, Cynthia Kroom, going like that, whatever that meant. I thought they were waving. Shortly, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have our Winchester athletes, representatives from various sports teams. And what we'd like to encourage for you folks out there that are watching here tonight is to call in to our number 729-7500. And in particular, I think it would be appropriate now to do that with the Winchester athletes coming on. They've given us a lot of fun over the last few months, and especially this last year, starting in the fall program. Here on my right, you can see us filling in, and I guess is that the 11,000 or 10? 10,000. That's a 10,000 number that's being filled in, and we've reached 50% of our program here. Is that Wally I see there? Wally is back, folks. For those who may have missed his last appearance, he's back again. Wally, we hit 75.
All right, thank you, John. One of the fine firms in our town is the Estabrook Company. They are excellent accountants and tax consultants, and they are going to give to you a service of $150 towards the preparation of your income tax. Now, of course, it may seem a little early, but you know how April rolls around very readily. And we're asking for this $150 price off your income tax preparation, $225. These people will probably save you thousands. So your donation, which is tax deductible, can be written up by Estabrook. We appreciate their offer. Again, we could use the money, so can the kids. So please, call as soon as possible. Estabrook, $225 for preparation towards your next income tax. Thank you, John.
Thank you very much, Wally. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now ready out in the anteroom here with Lynn's got her concert group all set up, and now we turn to the Winchester Chorus.
I am riding off to war, where the mighty cannons roar, where the golden bugles shine. Oh, lady, bear me mine. When the leaves are green again, when the lilacs bloom again, when there is an end to war, then I will come once more. Seven times and seven more leaves turn to green again. Lilacs bloom in every spring, just like before. But there was going to 7 years and 7 more, till she made it to the same. But no one ever The fiddler man is coming to town, fiddle-dee. Yes, the fiddler man is coming to town, fiddle-dee. Now when he starts to play in the street, the people all get dancing feet, fiddle-dee. The bassman is playing a lovely way. Yes, the bassman is playing a lovely way. He plucks the bass in final style, best I've heard in a long, long, lovely way. Ching-a-ring, 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 the banjo's tunes ready to go. Ching-a-ring, 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 the banjo's tunes ready to go. Ching-a-ring, 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 ching-a-ring. The preacher cried, now this is a sin, la-di-la. Yes, the preacher cried, now this is a sin, la-di-la. So they gave him a drop of old Mountain Dew, and soon that preacher was a dancing to la-di-la. Then the bass fell asleep and they couldn't get him woken home. But the fiddler man played all night, cracked his fiddle, then he vanished from sight. Hey ho!
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back here live at Jenks Center at the Telethon, trying to raise some money for the Winchester Scholarship Foundation. The reason we're on the air is the hope that you'll call in and make a donation. If you'll dial 729-7500, we'd really like to hear from you. We're making some money here tonight. If you look over at the board over here, we're up now to 60% of the goal. We've raised $12,000 here this evening, and we're looking forward to an exciting balance of the night here. We have as our, before we introduce our next guest, Wally Gagel wants to come back. And for those that are just tuning in for the first time, my apologies.
Isn't he sweet? For those of you who called in about my waistline, I've been on a diet for 3 weeks and I've lost 21 days. Just want you to know that. Okay, one little tidbit to tell you. Remember those who were tuned in before, or those who just tuned in. We have all kinds of gifts we're offering for you. We have 4 Red Sox tickets for the June 20th game versus you-know-who, New York Yankees. Try and buy a ticket. It's sold out. We have 4. We'll let you know more about that to come. But right now, for tonight's game, we haven't got tickets for the Celtics game, but we've got something better. We want you to go to Bellino's and get yourself the biggest, gooeyest pizza or whatever, or macaroni or manicotti or linguine. For $25, we will give you $15 worth of goodies from Bellino's. So for tonight's game, make that phone call now, order your pizza and maybe a little provolone on the side. You'll have this to eat tonight, 729-7500. And don't forget those Red Sox tickets coming up within the half hour. Stick around. Back to the old man of the sea.
Thank you very much, Wally. Wally is our special events announcer here this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a sports event right now. We're going to turn the mic over to a sports hero from Winchester who's going to talk to some of the athletes. And I would hope during this segment that those that have followed the sports scene here in Winchester over the last few months will take some time and dial 729-7500. Bob, come on in. How are you today? Good to see you again.
Good evening. How are you? Good.
Let me introduce Bob for those that don't know him, and I'm sure there are very few out there that fall in that category. Bob is a former graduate of University of Pennsylvania, Winchester High School, played professional basketball for the Clippers, the Kings, and most important, in our mind out here these days, the Boston Celtics. You must be pretty happy as an alumni.
From the Celtics standpoint, absolutely. They have a tough road to go, but they've certainly acquitted themselves well up until now. They've done
You want to make a call on the next 7?
Lakers in 6.
Whoa. Well, that kills those donations from the Celtics fans. But Bob is going to take a few minutes and interview various members of our sports community here in Winchester. And Bob, what are you doing these days? As I recall, you've got your own management consulting business.
Running a management consulting firm with a couple partners, and what we do is we advise our clients on how to give their customers better service, something that a lot of people give lip service to and never gets done. So it's a very interesting business.
Well, it sounds exciting, and look forward to hoping maybe you can raise some money here for us tonight. Why don't I turn the mic over to you? And okay, good to see you. All right, good.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to some of the captains, future captains and past captains of some of the Winchester High sports teams. And what I'm going to do now is bring in the past football captains in order: Richard Burke, Darren Cromwell, John Matson, and Mike Vozella. Step up here, guys. Say hello to your Winchester fans. Hello. Now, we know you guys had a pretty good year last year. Didn't you go undefeated and win a couple things and go down to Foxborough and win a Super Bowl, something like that? Had a good time? Rich, why don't we start with you since you're closest to me on my left. Tell us a little about yourself, where you're heading next year, now that you're a senior and you're going out in the cold, cruel world. Tell us what your experiences at Winchester High have been.
It's been a fun time. It's, now when everything's over, we're going in, we got to go to college, and it's been a fun experience. We learned a lot, and football was by far the best part about it. And next year I'm going on to prep school, West Point Prep, hopefully on to West Point. We'll see what happens, and I've had a great time in high school.
Have you studied a lot in high school? Have you poured into the books, or have you spent more time playing football? What do you think?
Well, I've studied. I've got my good grades, but I could have done better. But I enjoyed myself. That's what it's all about.
Well, thank you very much, Richard. Okay, Darren, I've heard about you, young man. Tell us where you're heading next year.
I'm attending Holy Cross.
Attending Holy Cross. You ready to work? Do a little studying? Oh yeah. All right. How did you like Winchester High? Tell us about your academic experience.
It was very interesting. Winchester High School is an excellent school. I think it's a good prep for me for Holy Cross. So I think Winchester's really helped me a lot to get ready for Holy Cross. It's going to be an experience.
Now you're a running back, right?
Yes, I am.
You're going to continue to play running back?
Yes, they recruit me as a halfback. Maybe I might go back up Cody Luck on this year. We'll see.
Well, that's great. We wish you good luck, Darren. Thank you very much. John Matson.
How you doing?
John, you look like a friendly soul. Tell us about yourself. Where are you going next year?
University of Lowell.
University of Lowell. What are you going to study?
Right now, liberal arts.
Liberal arts?
Yeah.
What position did you play at Winchester High?
Tight end, defensive end, and punter.
Did you enjoy your experiences?
Oh, yeah, it was great. Super Bowl and all,
How about the academic side? Did you enjoy that?
Yeah, like Richie said, you know, freshman, sophomore, junior year, we really hit the books really hard. But senior year, we sort of laid back because, you know, we had football and all.
John, you're the last honest man on earth. Thank you very much. Good luck next year. Mike Vazella, I guess you're not a quarterback. What position do you play?
Offensive tackle and defensive tackle.
And where are you heading next year?
Going to University of New Haven.
Have you felt you prepared yourself academically to take on college with football and academics and everything else?
Football-wise, I have, but academically, not really.
What haven't you done? What could have you done better?
Well, I could have studied a lot harder.
And why didn't you? Just playing football and doing other
Well,
things?
I was mostly football. I mean, that's how I was going to get to college, so.
Well, now that you're going to college, and I assume you're 18 years old, or pushing 18 at least, you're going to get in gear and hit the books?
Yeah, I'm going to get in gear now.
Okay.
I'm going to criminal justice, so.
Oh, great. Well, you're going to work hard, and good luck in your football career. Thank you, Mike. And thank you very much, former captains. Right now, we're going to bring in the two future captains of the Winchester High team. We have Frank Jancy and Greg Wynn. Actually, Greg Wynn and Frank Jancy from the left here. Greg, you're obviously a junior to be a senior. How have you found Winchester High so far? Have you taken some tough courses?
School hasn't been too hard. You know, I hope to study a lot harder next year. Hopefully my study will get me into somewhere in college.
What are you planning to take up? Where are you planning to go to school? Any ideas right now?
Yeah, I'd like to get into UNH and play some ball at UNH. That's one of my major goals right now.
What's your position now?
Fullback and linebacker.
What will you do in college? You will play fullback or linebacker?
I'd rather play fullback. I feel I'm size for fullback, not defensive in college.
What kind of courses are you taking in school? What have you been learning?
Just things that'll help me, you know, all the major Englishes, the sciences, the maths, you know. Just things that'll get me into school.
Anything that you favor over the others as far as academics?
I like English a lot. I had a really excellent English teacher this year, you know, who really got to me and was real excellent.
You can identify her. Go ahead.
No, it's a he. It's a he. It's a Mr. Johnson. He's an excellent teacher. And I hope to keep in touch with him because he's leaving.
Well, that's great. Glad to see you, Greg. Well, let's talk to Frank a bit. I've known this young man a while, but now he's bigger. So, Frank, you're a junior to be a senior, I think, correct? What do you hope to take up in college?
I'll probably study in business and liberal arts. And I'm not sure where I can go. I'm going to head it, hopefully to play ball somewhere.
What position do you play at Winchester High?
Guard and linebacker.
What position will you play in college, do you think?
Hopefully linebacker on defense.
Any idea where you want to go? Is there any pick you have now? Ivy League?
Probably not Ivy League. Maybe somewhere like UNH, Holy Cross, maybe BC if I have the grades or something. I'm not sure if I can big enough to play at some other schools that I want to go to.
Well, that's great, Frank. We're glad you came down. Like your shirts. They're very nice. Thank you for having. Thank you all Winchester High football players for coming down. Now we're going to turn sports and we're going to talk to the lacrosse captains. We have Robert Akari, Mike Murray, and George Nowell. Front and center, gentlemen. All right, this is Michael Murray, first on my list. Michael, you're a senior or just a graduated senior, heading off to school next year or prep school. Tell us a little about yourself.
Well, I'm currently next year going to be going to Bentley and be playing lacrosse there and studying hard.
What are you planning to take up at Bentley? Any idea? I know it's a business school.
Yeah, business, accounting, general.
I know they're a very good accounting school. What have you thought about your days at Winchester High? Have you enjoyed them?
Yeah, they've been really great, lots of fun, and you know, just all around good time.
Have you studied a little now and then?
Yeah, worked real hard.
What have you done? What have you taken? What kind of courses have you taken?
Basically all around English, had to take that 4 years, math, sciences.
Did you get to take any accounting early to find out how that was like, what that was like?
No, I didn't. They have it, but I didn't take that.
Anyhow, good luck to you, Michael, at Bentley. You won't be that far away. We hope to read about you in lacrosse. Thank you very much. Rob Akari. I got it right, Rob? Right? Rob, tell us a little about yourself. How have your experiences at Winchester High prepared you for later years?
I think they prepared me fine. I did my study and I learned a lot. And I learned a lot about sports too.
Where are you gonna go to school next year? Do you have an idea?
I'm undecided right now.
Any pick? Are you picking between a couple places or?
Decide between Westfield and UMass over the summer.
What do you think? You leaning any way? You can tell us. Go ahead. We won't tell anybody.
Leaning towards Westfield because it's a smaller school.
Okay. What are you going to take up in college? Any idea what sort of academic discipline?
Marketing. Well, I and I'll study hard, I hope.
Marketing. Like marketing? Have you done any marketing? You ever sold anything?
No. No.
What appeals to you about marketing?
I'm not sure. I just
sure?
think I like it.
Just going to try it. Well, Rob, good luck to you. Thank you for stopping down. All right, George, you're the lucky last one. Look at the camera, George. All the football players are saying, look at the camera. There we go. Okay. Okay, George, what are you doing next year? Any ideas? Are you a senior? Yeah. Okay, what are you doing next year?
I'm going to attend Curry College.
Down in Milton? Yes. What are you going to take up down there? What are you going to?
I'm not too sure right now. I don't know.
No idea?
No.
English, science, math?
Yeah, all of them, I guess so.
How have you found that your years at Winchester prepared you for Curry? Any idea, any sense? Have you studied?
Yeah, I studied.
Here and there? Yeah. What courses have you liked?
They're all right.
They're all average? Another honest man, ladies and gentlemen. George Now. Thank you very much. Now we have the boys soccer tri-captains from the 86-87 season. Steve Gudzuzian, Kent McCord, Christopher Verhagen. Kent used to deliver papers, I think, to me at one time, back when he was a little smaller. Kent, where are you heading next year? You're a senior? Yeah. Have you got a place to go?
Well, I'm going to MIT next year.
MIT, and to study what kind of science or math, I suppose?
Just engineering. I haven't decided yet what kind.
Are you ready to work hard?
Yeah.
I hear it's a very tough discipline. You going to play soccer at MIT?
Yeah, I'm going to play soccer and maybe lacrosse, too.
What's your better sport?
I think soccer is. I'm going to try to play all 4 years and have a good time.
Do you think Winchester High prepared you for the tough curriculum that you're going to face at MIT?
Oh, I think so. I think I can handle it. Through after Winchester High, I think I can handle MIT.
Did you enjoy the science department here? I know some of your old teachers, I think. Did you have a good time?
Yeah, I had a really good time. A lot of good teachers in Winchester High, so.
You speak well. I hope if they're listening out there, they see you. Thank you very much, Kent. Christoph, this is one of my favorite people because I happen to know him pretty well. Christoph is heading to BU next year on a soccer scholarship. Has also acquitted himself very well on the soccer field. Christoph, let's get to academics. What did you think about your academic training at Winchester High?
I thought it was excellent. You know, I mean, I'm really interested in math, so it prepared me well for next year because I want to study engineering at BU.
So math tends to be your favorite right now?
I don't know how's that going to be after I get out of college, but right now, yeah.
In 3 years, you'll be coming back bragging about your liberal arts, curriculum at BU. How about the soccer training here at Winchester High? You felt it's helped you now that you're going to a top 10 program in the country?
Yeah, well, definitely. You know, we went all the way to a state championship. I don't know how much better preparation you can have than that. So I just hope I'll do well next year. Mr. Bully was a good coach. Yeah, he helped out a lot.
That's great. Gene, if you're out there watching, he says you're a good coach. Chris, thank you very much. We'll see you soon. Steve Gudzuzian with the Z sound. He's already told me. Steve, you're a senior. Well, just finished your senior year, right? What are you planning to do next year?
I'm going to Bates College up in Maine.
To which college? Which college? Oh,
Bates up in Maine.
You looking forward to getting snowed on a bit?
Yeah, it's going to be cold all year round.
Are you planning to play soccer up there?
Yeah, soccer and golf.
Golf, huh? What do you shoot in golf?
About bogey. I have a 15 handicap.
About like mine? How do you think the academics at Winchester High prepared you for Bates, which is, I know, a very tough academic school?
It's very good. It's very challenging. Hopefully I'll do all right.
Any interest you have, academic disciplines that you're going to pursue at Bates, or you're going to take it a step at a time?
Hopefully pre-med, if I'm lucky.
Hopefully pre-med. A lot of science and chemistry and a lot of labs. Steve, thank you. Chris, Kent, thank you very much for coming down. Up, we have Wally.
Oh my God. Thanks a lot to all the team members, and I guess we're all very proud of them. Those of you who have contributed or are thinking about it, wow, these are the kids who will be graduating. They're the ones who really could use the dough. Believe me, scholarship, the entrance fee is one thing, and the tuition, but that's minimal as compared to what they're going to need. We need the scholarship money. Now, if you want to be big like them, we have something here for you. If you want to be tall, we have here from Max Millions, one of our fine restaurants in town,